So is this the first time people are learning that you're building a Legend, for the record?
So, yeah.
Okay, so the cat's out of the bag. All right, what's up everybody? It's John. We're back here at Legend Aircraft, Salt Springs, Texas. And sorry I didn't make a video last week. We had really bad weather, so we only worked a couple days, or at least I did. I live pretty far away. And we had a timeline on the wings that I was working on, so I didn't make a video last week, but now we're back. So we're gonna get in this video. There should be a lot of stuff happening. It's a really busy week. There's some flights, some test flights. Matter of fact, I got to go on my first Nomad flight, and I got to do a couple of takeoff and landings from the back seat. So I'm gonna put that video right here. Now that you saw that, I will tell you that the Nomad is the most awesome airplane ever made. So let's get in here, and I'm hoping there's more flying in this video. It's possible I'm going to go on a test flight too, so stick around to see if that happens. Let's get inside and see what's going on in the factory. Well guys, as you know, this one's been done for a little while, but we're waiting on the paperwork. Everything has to go through the FAA, but it's there's a very good possibility that I'll actually be doing the back seat test flying from this aircraft with Danny, the gentleman I was flying with in the video you just saw. And it would be an absolute honor because everybody knows that I'm in love with this thing. So to be able to do the first flights in this thing would just be an absolute honor. We'll check out Tracy's plane really quick. I know he'll be back in town here shortly. Look at this thing. Wow. Big old monster wheels. Okay, well, as you guys might or might not know, we have Scally Wag's Waco here, and we just put, I say we, but the guys over in this department just put this new engine on here. And in a second here, I'll show you a time lapse. But I will show you guys how beautiful this thing is. And then, was this new or rebuilt prop? It's an overhauled prop. And look at that thing, it's massive. Beautiful. And with any luck, we actually get to go on rides in this plane. Hopefully, that's the plan, the owner said. So I'm gonna put the time lapse of them putting the engine back on right now. All right, coming back over here to Tom's plane really quick. Sometimes, if you guys watched one of the first videos I did, we had an airplane in here that had a Bigfoot and Idaho on it. But sometimes we have Easter eggs in the plane. Let me show you. Let's see if you can see it here. Right here, I don't know if you can, let me see if you look right here in the fabric, there is a mountain range, which is really awesome. It's kind of a little Easter egg, something that we do here at Legend. All right, so one of the coolest parts about working at a place like this is that airplanes all have to come alive at some point in time, and since Tracy's not here, I'm gonna watch his plane come alive. That plane's absolutely beautiful. And it runs good. All right, guys, well, it's the next day, or actually 2 days later. It's our Friday, but we just got done doing a wing, or Actually, so if you've been watching the videos, the wing you've been seeing me work on has actually been a special customer, and his name is Craig. And we just kind of wrapped it up, and we're doing some new stuff to it. We're not gonna get into the details of that, but it's definitely different than we've done in the past, and it's all thanks to this gentleman, Craig Cato. Craig, and actually, I'm gonna flip the camera around so that they do not have to stare at me. Definitely, Mr. Cato. Obviously, let's get the elephant in the room. You make props. You're Cato.
Yeah.
So tell us about.
I have a history of wings too.
Oh, wings too. Okay.
Yeah.
So my first question is the most important one. Why it so is this the first time people are learning that you're building a Legend for the record?
So, yeah.
Okay, so the cat's out of the bag. Okay, so why Legend? You put props on hundreds, thousands of planes. Why Legend?
Yeah, just starting to work with Randy and the crew here. It's a really nice small community for building an airplane. I like the flexibility. I've introduced a lot of my ideas into the production of it with my experience, composite experience, and Randy's been open to it. Randy and Darren open to the changes, and so it's a lot of fun.
Okay, so did you choose a Nomad or a Moac, and why?
So watching Trent build his airplane and seeing the performance, because developing the propeller for it, what we get out of that package is there's nothing else that competes with it.
Yeah, so the answer is Nomad.
Yeah,
hands down.
Yeah, hands down.
Okay, so this is because we've been talking about it. What color did you decide? You got to come up with something. I told him no white airplane. You can't have a white airplane.
No.
So you don't know what color
yet,
huh?
I got to decide.
Maybe we should do a poll. What color should Craig paint his plane? Put it down here.
Send your scheme.
Send your scheme. Yeah. Is there anything in propeller news that you want to talk about? Anything that's coming up that you've done recently?
We're really happy with the way the new R constant speed hub and blades are performing on the Rotax 916. Those airplanes are increasing all the time too. We have a new blade design just for the sling TSI 916, and that'll be introduced here this spring. Yeah.
And we really appreciate you coming here and helping out. And he's obviously doing an owner assist, and as you can see, he helped build his wing, and it's an honor building a plane with you. So we appreciate having you here.
Thanks.
And you help out a lot.
Yeah,
so
it's been a blast.
Awesome.
It's been a great group of people here.
That's what we like to hear. Yeah. Cool. Thank you. Yeah, guys. And as the person who put his wings together, it's just absolutely awesome to be able to do this type of thing, being a pilot, being in this world. And now I can say I built, like, literally, this has been my last 3 weeks. I have put my blood, sweat, and tears into making sure these were ready for Craig to show up. And as you can see, sorry, I'm not trying to do too much work. They are done. And it's in the final stages. After that, we're going to do this one next week, and then these will be off to fabric, and the plane will be done. Well, the fuselage is already done, but I'll show you guys that in a later video. If you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe to the channel, because next week Keith is coming back. And if you don't remember Keith, this is Keith. And I can't wait to have Keith back, because Keith and I are actually going to, when his plane is done being built, I hope anyways, as long as somebody doesn't hit him up, but him and I are going to fly his plane back to Northern California. I'll be doing those videos on this channel too, and it's going to be an absolute blast. But next week, what's going to be really cool is that we're going to do an owner build his own wing. He's also building a Nomad in a week, and by a week I mean 4 days, 40 hours, and I actually only work 9 hours a day, so 36 hours. Can we get it done? You have to tune in next week to find out. So if you haven't yet, subscribe, like, share, please comment. And guys, tell Craig, make sure you tell Craig what kind of paint scheme you should have. Put it down in the comments, and we'll see you guys next week.